When a person is sick at home, should he be quarantined just to be cautious? We don't know it is corona or not. Should we quarantine still, though we have not done the swab test, though he is not positive on RT-PCR test? If an adult has cold, fever or something like that, should we quarantine him just to be cautious so that he doesn't spread the disease to others at home? Absolutely. Absolutely. I say yes. Please keep away. Please be safe than sorry. My child is COVID positive and advised home quarantine. What are the red flag signs to visit the pediatrician on the emergency? Well, as I said, if the child has rash, if the child has respiratory distress, if the child is turning blue, or if the activity of the child is too poor, he is not even able to sit and take his feeds properly, or he is not able to play properly, please alert your pediatrician immediately. Will my child be admitted into the hospital if COVID test is positive? Well, this is a bit tricky question. The rules keep changing. Earlier, there wasn't anything like home quarantine. The government was absolutely not allowing home quarantine because people were also not very much rule abiding. So we invited the hospital quarantine upon us. But with the numbers overwhelming us, it's not possible to hospitalize every single asymptomatic positive case. So now currently they are allowing home quarantine. Again, it depends on the time and place. In certain states they do allow home quarantine, in certain states they are very serious about it and we have to go for the either private or government hospital quarantine. Does polio, MMR, BCG vaccination help to offer immunity against COVID? Well, COVID is such a novel virus. Nobody has done a long term paper or research about it, but these speculations are definitely there. Indians seem to be fighting much better compared to the Westerners with this COVID-19 virus. The speculations are that the BCG vaccination, or even certain papers I have read that even MMR vaccination helps the child in having a better immune system, and so these children are able to fight off corona without getting severe infection or without becoming ventilator dependent. My child falls sick very often. What can we do to boost his immunity? This had been the most frequently asked question of the season. So, some really good things that I can suggest you is there is something called Lactrum. 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 What is Lactrum? Lactrum is the colostrum or the milk given by the cows for the first 3 days after delivering a calf. Junnupalu, they say, seam paul. It is something like that. This particular milk is this. Answer, please mute your microphone. Answer, please mute your microphone. Thank you. So this colostrum, when it is dried and made into a powder form, it is being sold FDA approved product. It is called Lactrum. So how do we give? The instructions and the dosages are there on the label itself. It is not harmful. Who should not take Lactrum? Those who are having cow's milk protein intolerance or allergy, or lactose intolerant people should not be taking Lactrum. But all ordinary people, this is a very good immune booster. Can be taken for 3 to 6 months. Then zinc. Zinc either in the form of a syrup or in the form of food. Zinc is a good immune booster. Zinc is a good immune booster. How can we take zinc? Z and D drops. Zinc and vitamin D together as a combination. That 400 international units of vitamin D per day, like that we can give to the child. Some compositions have 1 ml 800 IU, some compositions have 1 ml 400 IU. So suit your needs. If you have any further doubts, please consult your pediatrician regarding the dosing. So it's good to start Z and D. Some ask, is Zincofer fine? Zincofer is a multivitamin. It is good, but it will not have the required concentrations of zinc. So taking zinc separately is much more preferable than taking Zincofer. And what are the foods rich in zinc? Shortly, I am going to cover that. If a mother who tests positive for COVID delivers, is she allowed to breastfeed the child? A brilliant question. When a mother is breastfeeding a child, she is transferring immunity. Breast milk is the first vaccine. See, I often tell, mother says, oh, he's hardly drinking 1 or 2 drops of milk. On day one, most mothers say that he drinks only 2 drops of milk. I don't think it is filling his tummy. What I tell them is, we give only 2 drops of polio. We don't give a full bottle of polio. Correct? Yet the baby is able to fight the disease for a lifetime. Similarly, the 2 drops of milk that the mother gets on the first day, called colostrum, will definitely boost the immunity. So I advise, even if the mother is COVID positive, the baby should be breastfed either by taking precautions like wearing a N95 mask and sanitizing her hands, or there is another beautiful way, that is to express the breast milk and cup and spoon feeding for the child. But please do breastfeed. Why do kids get fever in spite of being at home with homemade foods and no school exposure? Another beautiful question. There is something called dirt hypothesis. Again, this comes back to why Indians are more immune to the diseases compared to the Westerners. That is because we on a daily basis are exposed to a lot of bacteria and pathogens in our environment. We are not living in a totally clean environment, right? So constantly the policemen in our body are at work. They are very active and alert. This is called as the dirt hypothesis. If we take a baby and put the baby in an absolutely sterile environment, the baby's body will never learn how to fight. Only if we allow a baby to play in a sand pit or in a normal way, only when we shouldn't, some others we are like having this OCD of keeping the baby so clean that we take a hand sanitizer, we put it on the baby's hands and we ask them to rub it once in every hour. This will kill the normal bacteria that are present on the skin. These normal bacteria or the commensal bacteria are in fact helping our body. They are like our policemen itself. Okay, policemen in mufti. Okay, please don't use hand sanitizer overtly or unnecessarily. Use it only when you come in contact with something from unknown source outside. You have taken an Amazon delivery packet. By all means, wash your hands or use a hand sanitizer. You're playing all by yourself at home and you're in a perfectly normal environment. Please don't use a hand sanitizer once in every hour. So that's one thing. Even if we over sanitize also, children fall sick. We need to keep them a little, their immune system, we need to keep challenging it once in a while. And we are taking, yes, we are using chlorhexidine wipes and all to sanitize the floors and the walls, but the air, nobody can purify the air. Air still carries the normal cold, normal viral fevers, everything are there in the air.